Hello, my friend, wherever you are. I'm sending you love, the power of positivity, hee and vitamin D, baby. Yes, we are in Ewan, Michigan. Is a very very small town. I don't think you can even find it. Like it just I had to look it up on a map, but it's pretty much a rest area where I'm at. I found this rest area and like look at all these trees. Like perfect for hammock. But I decided not to do the hammock today because it's chilly meaning 65 or around 70s. But my friend, welcome to the Zillionaires Club, and I want to share with you today. Um, you know, I briefly mentioned that I've been staying at like rest areas, stores such as Walmart, Cracker Barrels, or is it Cracker Barrels? Yeah. I got this S problem. I don't know if I should add an S on it. It's confusing me. But the store, Cabela's, and I mentioned rest areas, yeah. And sometimes, unless I really have to, if it's like late at night, then I just, if I'm at a town, I just pull over somewhere like close to the main street. Make sure it says no where they allowed parking, and just kind of for the night and go. You dirty peasant. But I want to touch base on, there are memberships that you can buy. So the membership that I got is America Passport. And America Passport, pretty much, every state there are at least anywhere from 5 to 10. I'm just estimating. Okay, it depends. Because so far that's what I've seen. Like Washington, Idaho, Montana, and North Dakota. I didn't look up Wisconsin and Michigan, but anyway, with the America Passport, basically you pay a lifetime or a yearly membership. I think I paid for a lifetime, and that was like $250, $350. I forgot. But pretty much with the Passport America, every time when you go into the state, there are there are those campsites. And what happened is you go there, you present them the America Passport, and you get a 50% discount. And it's very it's great and all, but here are some of the things. So on like a lot of the time you have to book ahead, and then second of all, it's they are very crowded on the weekend, and especially in the summer, like with the amount of people that are traveling, it's it is better to put the weekend off the list unless you're willing to pay full price, because the fine print is pretty much say that you can book it on the weekdays, but on the weekends it's reserved for people that are willing to pay for a higher price, and usually a lot of people are willing to pay for it. So with the Passport America, ever since I started my trip, I've used it once, and that's that is pretty much it. With the I just recently started the Thousand Trails. So Thousand Trails is also another it's a membership. So what you can do is, you can purchase a yearly membership with Thousand Trails. And Thousand Trails, you don't have to pay. You can stay up to 14 days, but rarely you will get especially during this time, during the summer, everyone's out and about. Rarely you can book, a stay for 14 days. Usually it's 3 to 4 days, and especially the same thing on the weekend. There you cannot. It's pretty much booked on the weekend, and but I started. So pretty much I booked all of my campsite for the next to the end of August, the beginning of September, and I find it really fascinating because I mean, staying at parking lots and you know different places is great and all. Most likely you like you know you're on the go, or I was on the go, and then now I'm like, okay, I'm gonna lay back a little. Like I'm going to be at the campsite. I'm gonna hook up my water, electricity. I can pretty much like a house. The moment, sorry, I just had two mangoes. The moment you hook up your RV, it's pretty much like a house. You have everything that you need, you know, from water, toilets, heater, air conditioning, Wi-Fi, whatever, you know. But pretty much you have it all, and it you know is pretty cool to have those, and you know just kind of lay back for 3 or 4 days, and you know I use because the reason why I just recently started using the 1000 trails. I bought it back in March, right before I started my trip. But the thing is, like 1000 trails, they have a couple of regions. So the northwest, the northeast, the lower, the northeast, the southeast, and then you know they have the west coast, and then they have the like the southern. So they divided up into regions, and you know each region is well, I think the minimum that you have to purchase is like 615, which is like a couple of regions, and then after that you can add additional region to it for you know like a couple hundred. So check it out, okay? I'm just telling you what I remember on top of my head, because you know I'm not a detail kind of person. Now pay me in Bitcoin, peasant. But you know I start like this morning was actually the first time I've ever, well, it was the first time that I, you know, that I booked a campsite, and you know each campsite I'm just going to be there for like 3 to 4 days, but it's still like it still can take me over to the East Coast. So you know I like every state, because when I purchased the thing I kind of had an idea where I was going, and then I was like, okay, when I'm here I need to stay here, there. So that's what I did, and you know, and I finally get a chance to use it. Now with 1000 trails, there are not a lot of campsites along the Idaho, the North Montana, North Dakota, and even Wisconsin. Like for some reason, those areas like there's just not much there, you know. So I didn't purchase anything up there. However, with Passport America, you know, there are campsites in those states. Now, it depends on how you want to go about it. You know, for me, it's like, you know, if I were to travel and I have to, you know, I have to like based on discount, you know, it doesn't take me where I want to go, right? So the reason why I bought Passport America and 1000 Trails, because I was like, I want to go where I want to go, but then at least in the back of my head, if I decided to you know stay at a campsite, I have discount. And with 1000 Trails, like you know the membership is a lot compared to Passport America, but it's definitely worth it. Imagine on average it's about, let's just say $30 a night, okay? With 1000 Trails, if you have a membership, you can stay with them up to 14 days, and then you move to the next location. But even with like, you know, if you are traveling around the United States, you know, it's definitely worth the money. Like, you know, I was so happy when I booked all of my campsites. You know, pretty much the whole month is all booked out, and I know exactly where I'm gonna be, and I'm like, oh, man, I'm loving it. Ta-da! Have some donut. So, you know, between Passport America and you know, and 1000 Trails, it depends on what you want. You know, if you are just traveling in a short period of time, you know, maybe a lifetime Passport America membership will do. If you going to do it for a long time, then you here, there, next couple of years. If you're a traveling kind of person, then Passport America give you a 50% discount on campsite. But then if you are like kind of a short, you know, a year travel or 2 years travel, and you're constantly on the go, 1000 Trails is more ideal. Because, you know, like, man, imagine $30 a night, you know, it will add up. So, what, like, let's just say 100, three. So if 30 bucks a night, and you spent 100 night, which is only about not even a third of the year, it's about a quarter of a year. That, that can run you $30 a night, $100 a night. That's basic math, but you can't really do that because a lot of campsites, they will give you discount if you book for like a week or a month or even a year. I've seen a campsite in North Dakota. It was 1,200. It was 1,200 for a year, and I was like, with hookup, with electricity and water, and I was like, man, that's the way to go. 1,200. That's like $3, $3 to $4 a day. What a deal. But just want to share with you. Yes, I'm in Michigan, and surprisingly, Michigan was one of the first states that actually started my membership, because when I bought the membership, I didn't even remember. I knew I purchased certain region of the country, but then I didn't know it started at Michigan. And since I've been paying campsite for the last couple of days, I'm like, hey, am I reaching the the Thousand Trails membership purchases of me staying at their facilities? And apparently Michigan was the first state to that started my membership. And yeah, so I'm just going, like, I still have the plan of doing the same thing, but now at least in certain states, I have camp facilities where I can stay at for free. So my friend, if you have any question about Passport America, Thousand Trails, hit me up, let me know. I'm pretty sure I'm just sharing you my personal journey. There are other channels out there that that do RV full-time living, and they have a better knowledge than I do. But I will do my best to answer your questions, like your questions. If you have any and you want to get this thing going, Passport America, Thousand Trails, RV, parking, food, dump, gas, whatever. So far, I'm loving it. There were times I was scared, like, of natural disaster, but after you've been on the road for so long, well, not so long, it's only been a short period for me, but I've seen so many beautiful sights, and it's kind of like those moments where you don't ever forget. It's like the best experience ever. I'm enlightened, bitches. So my friend, make a video if you have any question. If I don't have the answer, I will help you look it up, or I will direct you to people that actually know, the ins and the outs, all of the details about, about whatever you need to know. I mean, the answers are out there. Are you asking the right question? Much love, my friend. Ta-da.